We have another hour here on Game Day Uncensored. Talk about the team that was up 17-0, decided not to lean on their running game. Also, a team that decided to punt when they only had about 75 seconds left in the game, although they did have 3 timeouts. I want to hear from you. 305-567-0560 is the number to call. Let's go back to the phone lines. We have Jackson in South Carolina. Jackson, go ahead.
What's up, guys? How are you guys doing today?
Jackson, break it down. What you got?
So, I'm just really, shocked about this because, last year we were all upset at the last game where we lost against the Jets. Our season was over. We couldn't really make anything, change or anything. But now we rebuilt this whole entire season, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got Nick Westbrook-Akine, and we didn't even use him at all today.
I forgot he was on the team.
We didn't use him at all.
I forgot he was on the team.
Exactly. And, now it's, all crazy, and we have Darren Waller, who's a stud now. That guy came out. We got a good deal on that, and that really helped us. But now when you think it, what happened when the 2023 season, right? We were so good. We went 5-1, right? And when the bye week hit us, when they put us on hard knocks, my bad, everything just went downhill from that. Hard knocks. That really messed us up because right now, what do we look like? We look like trash. We don't look anything. We look like we're not the best team out there. We don't look like we're the 2023 Dolphins, all right? And now we lost to a Panthers team who has tall receivers because the Panthers team was smart. They drafted tall receivers and got free agents that were tall receivers. And that's smart because you need tall receivers to get yards and they can catch. The problem is we gave Tua 6 years, right? 6 years. 6 years was a good deal. But look at Tua now. What's happened over the years?
He's gotten worse.
He's not using his hips more. He's just throwing the ball to his receivers the wrong way, lazy. And he has more picks than he throws touchdowns this season. And I'm shocked. Maybe next year we can make some changes, but let me give you something. What were the 3? These are the 3 busts this year, all right? The number 1 bust we got was Kenneth Grant. He's a good defensive lineman, came out of Michigan. They have the best D lines in the history of sports. And he doesn't look that great. And Jack Jones is he's not the best cornerback in the league.
That's a very, 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 very nice statement about Jack Jones that you made. That's very kind.
Yeah, he's not the best, but he's okay. I mean, plus what last call, he's you said he's only a free agent. We traded for him and he's only that's our only guy. The only guys we have is just Rasul Douglas and Jack Jones. There's no really else because that Tater Kohu injury, that really messed up everything.
Storm Duck.
And Storm Duck too, yes. Because I just in shock because what does Chris Greer and Mike McDaniel thinking right now? They should say, we need to fix some things about the cornerback position a little bit. We need to fix some stuff on the defense a little bit more. They got, say with Anthony Weaver, Weaver, he's a good coordinator, right? But he's playing not the best defense in the whole entire.
He doesn't have a lot on that defense. That is one thing for sure. But look, we went to the bargain bin to get these cornerbacks. You're going to get what you pay for. It's really tough right now. And I understand Anthony Weaver is handcuffed, but some of the things that he could have done today, maybe a little stronger up front in the box and not just get run to the right by Rico Dowdle. 305-567-0560. Back to the phone lines. We have Brandon over there in Fort Lauderdale. Brandon, what's happening?
Gameday, you're the best. First, congrats on your squad getting off the schneid today.
Oh, yeah, the Saints actually got a win. Good thing for the New York Giants.
All right. A couple quick things I want to touch on. Jalen Waddle had 110 yards receiving in this game.
He stepped up.
Do you know how many receiving yards the Dolphins receivers had total in this game?
I can tell you exactly, but I'm guessing 150?
110. The receivers, not the tight end.
Oh, okay.
Not the running back.
I'm talking about passing yards. Okay, so yeah.
Jalen Waddle was the only player to have positive receiving yards in the game as a receiver.
Because we know Darren Waller had a great first half.
Well, that's another thing. Darren Waller had a great first half. Did he even play in the second half? Was he on the field?
You might want to target him a little bit more, guys.
I don't understand. What a tremendous first half. All of a sudden, second half, we don't look at him one way. Not once the entire second. Did he even get a target in the second half?
I think he did get one target, and it was, I hate to pile on Tua, but it was off. It was very off.
All right. Well, it's okay to pile on Tua, especially after that throw at the end of the game to Waddle.
Hey, he's making $51 million a year. So, yeah, I understand where you're coming from, saying I can pile on.
And real quick, the punt, with the whole punt thing, you had somebody call in earlier, maybe like an hour ago, who said that there's only been one other team in history who's punted or something
with like 75 seconds left in a game. Yeah,
I think you might need a fact check on that. That sounds hard to believe, but the idea of punting there isn't the dumbest thing I've ever seen, except when you've given up 200 yards on the ground to Rico Dowdle. It just doesn't to punt there makes no sense. Even if you don't get it, all right, you give up 3,
right?
You get the ball back. Use your timeouts, get the ball back down 6. You got to go the length of the field either way. It just doesn't make sense to punt the ball there.
Brandon, I'm 100% with you right there. I did not understand that call. And like you said, not the worst of the worst, but pretty much what's most going to happen is they're going to run the ball right up the gut 3 times in a row, line up a kick. You call your timeouts. They make the field goal. You're down by 6. You get the ball back. At least you have the ball in your hands at the end of the game instead of kicking it away to them and hoping that you could stop them and then punt. And, of course, Jack Jones with the penalty. Rough time for Jack Jones. The only way I see Jack Jones keeping his job is because there's really just nobody left in that secondary that can do anything, although he didn't make a strong case for being one of the guys that can do anything in that secondary. 305-567. I talked myself out of that one a couple times. 305-567-0560. Let's go back to the phone lines. We have got Richie in Coral Springs. Richie, what's happening? Richie.
You blocked him again.
Hello?
I got you, brother. Go ahead.
So I gave up my season tickets a long time ago. You know, I just got tired of losing, no matter who the coach was. You know, if you look at this body of work of this team and this roster, how it's been constructed, Chris Greer, number one, loves signing injured players. Now, Sabianaya, the kid played right guard his whole college career. So what do?
Put him at left guard.
Daniels from so we take Daniels from Pittsburgh, coming off an Achilles injury. The guy plays 2 snaps, he's hurt. You know, Austin Jackson started at left tackle, then left guard, then right guard. Now he's a right tackle who can't stay healthy. If you look, we had Cam Smith, that was Ignominy 2.0. You know, if you look at the things Chris Greer has done and the coaching staff that they have, it just looks like either the players are being coached wrong or putting in the wrong positions or playing a scheme that they can't play. Maybe they're playing in the wrong scheme. But McDaniel and the whole Tuna Tagovailoa, enough already. Because this guy has had multiple chances as a top-paid quarterback to bring us back on a last-minute drive to win a game, and he's failed at every single opportunity, okay? And last year, Chris Greer came out and criticized the media and the fans, saying we were more worried about the offensive line than they were. It was trash last year. This year, he came out before the season started and saying, you guys are more worried about the cornerbacks than we are. You know, he messed up this whole Jalen Ramsey thing where the guy literally waited for his roster bonus to kick in. Then he wanted out. You know, he didn't do it before. So how did that get so out of hand to where the guy wanted out of here. There's no discipline on this team. There's absolutely no toughness on this team. And I'm sick of watching Chubb and Phillips and Chop Robinson drop into coverage when their job is to get to the passer.
Hey, Richie, I can let you in on a little secret on why Jalen Ramsey wanted out of here in Miami.
What? Go ahead.
You can say that he didn't exactly jive with someone who told him what to do. And
exactly.
You can guess who the person that was supposedly telling him what to do. He didn't like it and didn't respect what this person and what this team was trying to do.
Right. I get it.
I'm trying to be as cryptic as possible without being extremely cryptic and also extremely obvious. But yeah, didn't get along with everybody in the organization. Let's just put it that way.
Right.
Yeah. So it's tough like that, man. Oh man. It's a tough situation. 305-567-056. You try to get a couple more calls in before we have to get to some of our players of the game and drive of the game. Let's right now go to TJ. You're in Carolina. You're either really happy or really upset. Let me know.
I am not in Carolina.
Oh.
I don't know where you got that. But
You're in the car.
I'm in the car.
Okay.
Yes, in the car.
Well,
car, Carolina. They're spelled the same.
When Carolina owns you and you see car, you just figure it's Carolina, man. You guys got us. You got us. Go ahead.
No worries, Dan. Dan, first off, I appreciate, you burning the incense and passing around the gummies to get everybody off the cliff. And, it's good therapy. It's a therapy session.
It really is.
In fact, you should just call it, from Sundays now on, it should be the Dan Day therapy session because, you just want to make sure and let everyone know it's okay. We know we stink. Just live with it, and we'll move on each day with something new, and we'll pick the positives out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Dan, Dan, there aren't too many of those. Right? Not too many of those.
Darren Waller.
That's
a positive.
As a fan, listen. As a 58-year-old fan, yes, I went to games during the undefeated season. Yes, I'm a history fan. Was there? Met Dan Marino as a kid. All that stuff. Come on. The tradition is lost with this team on excellence. And that goes right to the top, my friend, right to Stephen Ross, right to the coach that they hired. We have been hiring second-rate coaches and assistants since this man took this team over.
I can't argue with that.
Which coach?
They did try to get Sean Payton illegally.
Right. Oh, okay.
Twice.
Of course, we're going to go after somebody good and do it illegally. It's like that. It's leadership, man. Chris Greer, I'm not gonna pile on just him. Let's go. Who was before him? The guy for the Jets who's on ESPN. Get up, and then let's not forget your boy Jeff Ireland.
Yeah.
This is all stemming from the exact hiring of the worst, most unqualified front office, and they, of course, hire unqualified coaches. They find these guys that are, he's the next up and comer. He's the next up and comer. Look, no offense. I'd run Flores back. At least he has some experience now. It's crazy to say that, but it just seems like we find the least thing that's possible, and then we say, Chris, go get a superstar for us because, we need to sell jerseys, we need to sell tickets, and we need to come up with a hype front that is going to be a failure.
TJ's absolutely right about that. We say it all the time. What do good teams, good organizations, what do good businesses do? They have good leadership. They have good management. They have good culture. Maybe that's the problem with this team. And also, that's one of the things that if you're a lesser team in the league, as far as tradition-wise and stuff, sometimes you do have to reach. The New Orleans Saints, I'll go back to them, they had to reach a little bit on Sean Payton, an offensive coordinator from the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys, an up-and-comer, because they just didn't have that type of pedigree. There was a time in this world when the Dolphins organization was almost a platinum standard, the only organization that has an undefeated season, Super Bowls, year after year, AFC Championship games, Super Bowls, one of the greatest coaches of all time, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Where has that gone? Maybe it did come with management. 305-567-0560. Going out to Phoenix, Arizona. Going to talk to Will. Will, what's going on?
Man, where do we start?
Come on.
First of all, number 23, Jones, his butt needs to be cut tomorrow. There is no way in hell that guy is on any NFL team or CFL team.
You know how many pass interferences he could have been called for today? He even got away with a couple of them.
Dude, I'm like throwing him all game. Why even run the ball? It's an automatic touchdown or interference.
No, Will, I'll tell you why you run the ball, because you couldn't stop them when they ran it to the right. 250 yards, 199 yards for Rico Dowdle. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, we don't have linebackers. We have linebackers that look like safeties. They're undersized. They're third string on any other team in the NFL. We have not drafted a linebacker in the longest time in Miami since we had Zach Thomas. And when we had him, we had a shell defense because they went around him. We don't have those guys. If you look, the greatest part, you hear Omar Kelly, and I hope he's listening. Oh, when you look at Tua's numbers, he's always the second percentage passer in the league.
He said it this morning. Hold up.
2-yard passes.
He said it this morning. The second most efficient and completion percentage passer of all time. Sure didn't look it on the last 3 plays of the offensive game.
Well, he's throwing an H-hand every damn play for 2 yards because he can't get it downfield. Waddle is open. He is burning these guys. He barely got that bomb there. He can't make the throws, and we have no offense. You have a tight end that had almost 80 yards in the first half, and you're telling me you can't script a 5-yard pass to him during the game?
No, we're too busy.
What the hell is McDaniels doing?
No, we're too busy throwing to Alec Ingold and Tanner Connor and all those guys. No, get those guys in space. Guys.
Alec Ingold is done. That guy has done nothing for us. They should have drafted Scadaboo, and we would have had a real fullback.
Ooh.
We got it. It's like this. You got the same problems, same coaches, same players, same problems. You look at the defensive line. Like I said, they're double teaming all those guys. The linebackers are not even plugging the holes. All they got to do is sit there and wait. They just run and run. And then they had times where the linebacker always had to run full speed to the left to catch a receiver, full speed, playing 10 yards off him. Weaver, I'm telling you right now, people, he sucks too. Because you know what? That scheme was garbage. You're playing 20 yards. I don't care how sorry you are. If you're that bad, I'm blitzing every down because we're going to get beat anyways, and we're bringing a house to get pressure on you. I don't care. But you know what? Same guys, same problems. Ross sucks. He's in New York in his penthouse right now thinking about, well, I take it Harbaugh because I don't want to be the one to steal from Michigan. Stupidest thing I ever heard in my life. Like, that team is cursed. It's buried on burial ground. There's something wrong with it. Go Canes. The hell with them.
Will, real quick before you go, have you ever had pizza in Phoenix at the place called The Parlor?
Yes, very good.
Man, that place is dope, man. I just want to put some positivity out in the world, man. The Parlor had pizza there. It was dope.
Well, you should get your maybe license for psychology on Sundays because we have no one to talk to. My wife watches me yell at the TV with no one in the room. I'm just sitting there like, I am not a coach making $10 million a year, but I can draw a 5-yard down and out for that tight end Waller to get open. But you know what? We'll throw to Achane on first down to the left for 2 yards. Then we'll throw to Washington to the right for 2 yards lost. And you know what? Then Tua will get sacked every third down. It's like, dude, how the hell do you guys have jobs?
It's tough right there, Will. I understand. And also, I hate to keep bringing up Nick Saban because his time here in Miami wasn't very good. Nonetheless, he said, when big times come up, I don't call plays, I call players. Maybe in the second half, you should have called a couple players and not a couple plays, Mike McDaniel. Just saying. Got 2 more phone calls we're going to get to before we go to break. 305-567-0560 is the number to call. Let's go to Kimberly in Tamarack. Kimberly, what's on your mind?
Hi, good afternoon. I hope you're doing well.
Physically?
I agree with a lot of your callers. I have been a Dolphin fan for 40 years, since I was in high school in 1983. I'm now 57. I think we need a new coach, a new GM, and Ross needs to sell the team and bring back a family like the Robbie family. And also, our Dolphin players talk too much. Tua, when he made that comment against Cam Newton, talking about Cam Newton never played in that position. Excuse me.
He won an MVP.
Cam Newton took his team to the Super Bowl.
You're right.
At the Charlotte Panthers
He won an
and
MVP
was
too.
MVP.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe he needs to call Cam Newton and ask some questions about how to be an MVP with Super Bowl winning quarterback too. Really? I'm going to hang out to tell me what you think.
I like that. Kimberly brings up a great point, and Trevor, I'd be the first person. If I could coordinate Tua talking to Cam Newton, I would love to be the mediator of that one, because he didn't say that Cam Newton wasn't a quarterback. He basically said some guys, it's easier for them to talk about being quarterback with the clicker in their hand than to actually play quarterback. I thought that was a misplaced comment.
That was an awful comment by Tua. It's so funny now.
Cam Newton
backfired on
won
him.
an MVP, and he went to a Super Bowl. So, yeah.
Blew out a few good teams on that playoff run, too,
Yeah,
anyways.
this is the thing. The Dolphins understand that Tua has to talk, but sometimes I think they just sit there and go.
Does he get media training, you think? I don't think he's gotten good on.
They need you. 305-567-0560. Got one more caller we're going to take tonight for some therapy. It is Will in Opelika. Will, go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, Dan? Thank you for everything you do, man. I'm gonna be very quick. I'm 44 years old and following the team for 30 years now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a coach. I'm not going to tell people, run this play, whatever. I'm going to say one thing.
Okay.
I'm a former Marine, right? In the Marine Corps, there is no discipline issue. You know why? Because when you mess up, they go right in your pockets. There's a guy that said it earlier. Stop supporting the team until they make changes. You could get on the TV, on Twitter. They're not going to listen. Stop going to the games and spending your money on shirts and jerseys and all of that until they make the right changes. That's it. It's that simple. Us as fans, that's our voice. We could get in here and scream, whatever. They don't care. You know what they care? Empty stadium.
Mm-hmm.
The lights don't come on.
Well,
that's it.
Will, couldn't have said it better. Thank you for your phone call. Thank you for your service, by the way.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, look, Dolphins fans, you have every right to do whatever you want with your fandom. And I wouldn't blame you if you decided that if this team doesn't want to be better and put forth a little more effort, and the team is trying, don't get me wrong. They are trying to win. They're trying to do their best. But if this is what we're going to get from this team, maybe they don't need to get as much from me either. So